What's going on, guys? It's Nick from Lively Outdoors. I'm out here at Thor after hours, and I'm gonna do a little shooting with the CSX. We got 400 more rounds to go before we hit 1,000. This will be the part 2. It's been a daggum good gun, I'll just say that. As long as these 400 rounds go good, this is going to be my designated carry gun. I thought at 500 rounds I would switch over to the regular, like the add-on grip with I'll just show you, with the extension on there. And what they do is they include this in the box, and it's an extension. You got your grip adapter right there, and then it actually comes down here, and your 15 round magazine will fit flush, and then you got your 17 round magazine that'll hang down a little bit more. But that's the way I've been carrying it. I've been carrying it in this Nighthawk. It's a Nighthawk custom. It's for a Nighthawk counselor, and it fits it absolutely perfect. It fits it like it's made for it. So I've been carrying that. If you're wondering why I've got the mask on, our air quality is actually considered hazardous right now because of all the wind that blew in yesterday through Texas and Oklahoma. It blew a bunch of crap and a lot of wildfires and everything. So it's like 214, and it should be at like 40. So anyway, I'll be wearing a mask because we got 20-something mile-an-hour winds right now. So far, so good. The thing's been running like a top. It's excellent to carry. I can't speak highly enough of this gun right now, but I'm gonna get to shooting. And as you can see, I brought my other little toy out here just to think around with and have a little fun. All right, guys, this is my 7th kind of ammo to shoot through this. I still brought the Winchester white box with me to finish off the 1,000, but that's the 7th kind of ammo, and everything's ran 100% flawless so far. So I'm thrilled about that. At 500 rounds, I went ahead and I cleaned it. I hope y'all can hear me over the wind, but at 500 rounds, I went ahead and cleaned it. If I'm on a carry gun, I normally clean it after every time I come to the range. But I will say this is a little on the tough side to take down. That's the only con I've found about this firearm. But you've got to push a pin out right here. You've got to get this dimple right here, right in line. It's not like a 1911 takedown because you've got to push this pin out because it's ambidextrous, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. But that's the only con I've actually found about this gun so far. But the thing shoots so good and tracks so good. It's just so. I mean, it's like, it's so quick. It's just, it's hard to understand until you shoot one. You would think this was a larger pistol. And now don't get me wrong, I have the grip extension, but it's the same without the grip extension. But I feel this grip extension has a little bit of a hump right here, and that fits right here perfect because I'm kind of used to shooting larger pistols and smaller pistols. But it just, I mean, it fits absolutely perfect. I can't speak highly enough of this gun. The first one, I absolutely loved it. The regular CSX, I thought it was a phenomenal gun. But a lot of higher up YouTubers shit on the gun and decided it wasn't any good and started making all this, oh, the trigger reset, oh, this sucks. It's not a 1911 trigger. You're right, it's not a 1911 trigger. It actually breaks like a 1911 trigger as far as the crispness, but it's still a hinge trigger no matter how you look at it. But they went ahead and fixed that part on this, and then they added all this extra crap that I freaking love. So trust me, if you're thinking about it or you're on the edge of buying one of these, buy it because you're not going to regret it. The trigger itself is just phenomenal. The way it tracks is phenomenal. I mean, it's just You can't go wrong with it, guys. I hope you can understand me. I'm wearing my mask and we're in wind. I almost didn't come out here. I didn't come out here this morning because it was insane. I mean, like, everything was orange. I mean, there's so much crap in the air right now, but if you're on the edge of buying one of these, just go ahead and buy it. You won't regret it, that's for sure. Dude, I'm not trying to make it sound better than it is, because I have no reason to, for one, but it's excellent. It's excellent, excellent. All right, let's go up here and run some fast stuff. All right, I'd say we're good, guys. That's 1,000 rounds, and everything's 100%. Like I said, 7 different kinds of ammo. This crap that I bought just to see if it would run is running 100%. Evidently, it's not crap ammo, but that was the cheapest ammo I bought so far to run through it. I have ran some hand loads. I've ran multiple different kinds of ammo, and everything's ran 100%. This little beauty right here, if my camera will straighten up, is excellent. I have not shot the 3.6. I at first decided I was going to go with the 3.6, but I went with the 3.1 because to me it serves a more versatile role. To somebody that's a little bit newer in shooting, the 3.6 might be better off because you get a little bit longer sight radius. It's a little bit heavier. I think it's about 4 ounces heavier, and so it'll be a little bit less recoil. But all in all, you can't go wrong with either one. From what I've seen on the 3.6 from other videos, and this 3.1. But my pick is a 3.1 because if I go walk the dog, sometimes I'm just wearing gym shorts or gym pants, and I just throw it in my pocket, carry it cocked and locked, and don't worry about it. You know, it's just as safe as carrying, you know, a Glock or a FN or a Walther or Sig or whatever. But it's definitely my choice. I like this. I like this pistol a lot.
What's going on, guys? It's Nick from Lively Outdoors. Just finished up the 1,000 round review today on this little beauty right here, the CSX E-Series 3.1 inch. I opted for the 3.1 personally because it covered basically every base that I wanted it to. The 3.6 was a little bit too long for me to pocket carry. Don't get me wrong, I'm not normally pocket carrying this, but whenever I go to walk my dog and just run down to the convenience store or something like that, I slip it in a pocket holster and forget about it. Out of 1,000 rounds and 7 different kinds of ammo, 4 different kinds of hollow points, and 3 different kinds of full metal jackets, it ran 100%, 0 FTS whatsoever. I had no light primer strikes, no failure to eject, no stovepipes, no nothing. And it ran great. I mean, excellent. This is my go-to carry pistol now. Everything else will be in the safe. This is gonna be it. Normally I have a few that I choose because I'm like, okay, I want something smaller right now, or I want something larger. And we'll get to that in a second, because everything you would need, and most people might want the 3.6 because you get a little bit longer sight radius, but everything you need is in this package. And I'll show you this. Okay, so in the box, I normally don't do open boxes, but this gun deserves it, I'll be honest. And no, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Smith & Wesson fanboy. I love every pistol out there. If you've watched any of my videos whatsoever, you know I just love firearms, period. Okay, you get all your usual crap, you know, your manuals, your lock, your flag, all that in a little cardboard box. I don't know why they went back to cardboard. Maybe it saves money. I don't know. I like the plastic boxes, but normally whenever I take the pistol out, it never goes back in the box anyway, and it doesn't whenever I put it in the safe. Okay, we'll start out from scratch. Gun is going to be clear. And just in case if you're one of those guys that freaks out because the gun's loaded, it will be loaded at certain points in this video. So you get all this stuff whenever you purchase the pistol. You get a 12-round mag, a 15-round mag, and a 17-round mag. 3 mags, 3 different size mags, and it covers every base, and I'll show you how it does in just a second. They send you a punch. They send you mag sleeves for each one on the 15 and the 17, and then another one for the 15, a back strap. This is a large back strap. This is a back strap that extends past the grip. I'll show you all this better here in a second. And then a very thin back strap that doesn't wrap around, and then a ambidextrous mag release. And the way this works is you've got a little pin, it's a little tit right there, it's a detent on a spring, and you will push the back strap, has a little pin. I'll probably get demonetized for this video, but it's alright. In there, and then you push the back strap up and it clicks in. On this one, you can tell you've got all aluminum on the side right through here, and then just a back strap, and it makes it super thin, and you've got no texture through there. On the next one, which is normally the way they come, and like I say, you just push that little pin down and it pops off. The next one is normally the way they come in the box, and that is the wraparound. Like that, and it clicks in, and so you've got texture and a little bit of a palm swell through here. Can't see if it's in, and then you've got the back strap through here. This one with a 12-round mag flush is like that, and weight on it fully loaded with 12 rounds. I can get this thing to come on. 12 rounds and 1 in the chamber is basically 25 ounces with 1 in the chamber. That's loaded, fully loaded, 13 rounds. Then you've got a sleeve for your 15-round mag that will go on like this, and then it actually gives you the extra grip size like that, and it fully loaded with 1 in the chamber weighs 26.7 ounces. And then they give you another sleeve that's 17 rounds, and it extends the grip completely, but it's a little bit, it swells out right here and then it comes back in, and you've still got 17 rounds. And if you wanted to use it like that and then go back to like pocket carry, you can just do that and it comes back to your 12-round mag. But this mag, fully loaded with 1 in the chamber, is 28.2 ounces. That's fully loaded, 18 rounds, good to go. Now, the cool part about it this is neat. And this is the way I'm going to be carrying it. Majority of the time is going to be you pop this dude off, throw that to the side, and they give you this. I gotta see if y'all are seeing this. They give you this little bad boy. And it's actually the same size as this, except it has your mag sleeve built into it, and also a little extra hump right here for men to get their beefier hands or larger hands on. And it snaps on like that to where it gives you a full grip. So then you kick these mag sleeves, which I don't personally like in the first place, because if you have one and it's like that and you go jam it in there, then it's going to be a little bit tougher. But it is what it is. They're just, man, I mean, they thought of everything with this gun. But it fits your, that's not a 15, fits your 15 round completely flush. So you've got a full grip length, 3.1 inch slide or a 3.6 inch slide. And when you put this thing in your hand, it just, I mean, it just locks straight in. It is just every time, and it does not move. It's just enough texture. Everything about this whole setup, I absolutely love. Absolutely love it. I mean, to me, this is my favorite carry piece. I've been carrying for a little over 20 years. I've had my permit to carry. And this is the best piece I've come across yet. It's kind of a combination of a lot of different things. And it's, they thought the whole process out, and they executed it excellent. I mean, I don't know how many people were working on this, but let me tell you, they didn't do it wrong. I'll just say that. They definitely did it justice. But on your, let's see, that's a 17, on your 15 round mag with this mag extension, or with the grip extension on there, this one fully loaded. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same as, might be like an ounce different maybe. It's 26.9 with the 15 round. And with the, we'll just leave the sleeve off there for now. I'll leave the 17 with one in the chamber is 28.4. So not much difference having this whole thing. Of course, it's plastic, but you also get a little bit of a mag flare right there, kind of like a small lipped area, kind of not really a mag well, but it's as much of a mag well as I would want on a carry gun. And it makes it very, I mean, it just goes up in there every time. I mean, it's pretty daggum good. Hung up that time, but that was just because I'm on video. But the thing is ran 100%, like I was saying, and absolutely love it. If you want to run the 17 in this size grip right here, they give you this little bitty sleeve, and let's see, I'll go like that. And so then it actually covers that little gap, so you don't even have the gap anymore. And when I tell you it's all there, guys, it's all there. And the trigger has been 100% excellent the entire time. I mean, it's a very crisp break. I don't know if you can tell that, but I mean, that is very, right there's your reset, and there you go. All right, trigger pull. See where the trigger pull is at on this bad boy. £5. That was where it was at in the beginning. Thought it may have decreased. I guess it's just because I was getting used to the trigger. £5. I mean, It's consistent, that's for daggone sure. Whenever I was pulling it, whenever I first got it, it was 5 pounds out of, like, I think I ended up pulling it 10 times just to check to see. And every single time it broke right at 5 pounds. I mean, it's every time 5 pounds. It's an excellent, excellent pistol. The only downside, the only con that I can find of this pistol is the takedown. You have to line this little hole right here up with this area right here, which it's hard to see whenever you get it aligned, and then take your punch and punch out right in that hole right there. Now, I only cleaned it one time in between the 1,000 rounds, and that was at 500 rounds. With that being said, it's ran 100% flawless. Now, whenever I take a firearm to the range, and if I shoot it, if it's for personal protection or anything else really, I clean it within a day of coming back. Normally the next day or that night. And I ran 500 rounds through it. It got a little bit gritty. Every single round just was like that. I mean, it had zero hesitation, but you can feel the grit whenever you racked it back slow. And no issues whatsoever. The safety, I was a little iffy on the original CSX on the safety because it's back here, and I wasn't sure how this one was going to be. It's in the same place, but I mean, it is a positive click. That you need to concentrate on audible and tactile right there. And that's very, very good, especially for a pistol like this. I've got a couple Colts that aren't they're not close to that positive. Most of the Nighthawks and Wilsons are always positive. But it's a very, very positive trigger. And another cool thing about it is, unlike a 1911, a 1911 will lock your slide. And if you are really safety sensitive and everything, you can put it on safe and rack your chamber empty if you have one in the chambers. That way you're still on safe. Just always remember, drop it and dry fire. And guys, I couldn't be happier. I mean, it's a phenomenal pistol. It really is. The break, the looks of the gun, but the trigger break just gets me. I mean, it's just awesome, man. But you've got a little serrations up here on top. Then you've got an area where you can mount an optic. I'm not into it, but some people are. The only thing I wish it did have was a high-vis, orange front sight with a blacked out rear. Sure, there will be sights like that, but at least they did serrate the rear and the front sight, so you're good there. It cuts down on glare. They put a slight crown on the muzzle. Everything's just kind of melted looking across the whole slide. I mean, all the way down to the front of it. Looking at the end cuts on the aluminum frame through here, I mean, it's just, everything about it's slick. And I couldn't suggest a pistol higher than this. I love the FN Reflex XL. That was probably my favorite one up until I picked this up. Whenever I picked this up, I thought, man, this covers every base that I'm looking for. I mean, it's got an excellent trigger. You can carry it cocked and locked. You can carry it, take this grip enhancer, whatever you want to call it, off and carry it in a pocket, or if you just need to really discreetly carry it, just take that off and throw a 12 round mag in there and carry it in a hip holster. I've been carrying it in a almost knocked my whole mount off. I've been carrying it in a Nighthawk Counselor holster, made by Nighthawk Customs, and it fits my Counselor perfect, but it also fits this one, and it's got the little indention where it's going to be cocked and locked. And so whenever you can slide this dude in there, and it fits like it's made for it. I mean, there's no wiggle room, no nothing. I mean, that's just the flex of the holster. But I mean, there's nothing there. And you got the sweat shield in the back. These are not cheap by any means. It's not going to be as cheap as like a Galco or something like that, or a DeSantis. But it's a very, very excellent holster. and multi-use evidently. You know, the Counselor is kind of an oddball size of a 1911. And this is just kind of an oddball, not 1911, but 1911-ish. And that's what I'm carrying it in, is that. And then I've got this little pocket holster is what I slip it in whenever I go walk the dog. And, you know, it's just like that. So I love it. It covers every single base that I need for a concealed carry pistol. Every one of them. I mean, it's excellent, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. This will probably sum up the little 2-part series. I was going to do a 3-part, but I'm just going to throw all this in one video, and maybe somebody will watch it. Whew. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for everybody viewing all my stuff. I just reached 3,000 a few weeks ago. It's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome. But thank you. Thanks for all my people that watch my fishing videos and my gun videos. Evidently, there's a lot more gun video watchers than there are fishing video watchers. So, I don't know. I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing coming up, though. I will tell y'all that. So, the gun videos will probably start going back down. I do more gun videos whenever it's cold. I do more fishing videos whenever it's prime time. But, fishing's what I live for. But, firearms, I love firearms. I love shooting firearms, but whenever it all boils down to it, I'd take fishing any day over it, but I gotta have a firearm on me while I'm fishing, so this is definitely gonna be it. Until this thing craps out, breaks, lifetime warranty, so, you know, what does it matter? I don't see how anybody could beat this pistol, to be honest, if someone's coming out with something new. I really don't see how they could step it up and overtake this pistol. And I don't think a lot of people are giving this pistol enough credit for what it is. Maybe Smith doesn't really contribute enough to the higher end gun YouTubers. I don't know. You know, I mean, most of these guys, they'll get guns shipped to them for free, or, you know, just to test and view or test and keep or whatever, you know, and if a company doesn't, or if they don't send them enough, maybe they get butt hurt, and, you know, that's the end of it, and they just don't give them much of a look. But I don't know. I think within the next couple months, you may see some smaller YouTube channels like myself really raving over this pistol. 'Cause this is an excellent pistol. Now, if you don't see that, well, so be it. It's going to be like the last CSX that everybody ruined for whatever reason. But I like the last one. But let me tell you, this one beats it hands down, and it's only like $50 more than the old version, and you get all this crap. So it's a no-brainer to me. I love the first version, but whenever I saw this, I thought, oh yeah, gotta have one. So anyway, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the little 2-part series, the CSXE series. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Hope y'all didn't get blown away from all this crap that came in. I went ahead and went out and shot today, but our air was considered hazardous. It reached all different levels, and the highest was hazardous. It was like 214 something. I don't know. And normally it's supposed to be like 40 or 30 or something like that. I'm like, shit, I'll just wear a mask. So I wore a mask. Hope y'all can understand me talking in the video. If not, well, here I am talking again. So see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.